Hey guys, this is my submission for the WordTest Create Brief Wizard challenge. Um, this challenge was quite interesting, so I'm just gonna go through the requirements real quick. The first two are given anyway, so let's start at 3 and 4, and let's just go to my submission and check what's happening. Just gonna refresh this. I'm on my small screen, so maybe stuff looks a bit different, but hopefully we'll be able to see everything. So basically, when you press where test, I default to the manage current test, which is showing the test made in point 7. I think, yeah, these are the tests that match either owner ID or where test brand is user company. I have to mention that the schema for this doesn't have the owner inside, so I'm guessing the owner is created by the API, because if I send it by hand to the API, it did not get stored, it was just deleted. Also in the admin tools, if you set owner by hand, it doesn't work. So uh, for now only we see only these challenges, or if some owner ID was preset, then we also see those, but that's the problem with the API. Just wanted to let you know. So okay, let's just go to the third and fourth point here. So if you want to create a product, if we type in the product test title, we should create a record, and we should also create a image set and set that ID to that image set ID to the record. Um, uh, Someone in the comment mentioned that it would be better to do this on Blue Route or on Focus. So I did it like that because I agreed if we would bind this to, for example, every key change or model change, it will be very resource taking on the API. So let's just see here. You can also see the live preview on the right. So we cannot click anything before we don't put on a test title. So we can just input this before anything else. And now if we click away, we can see that the record was created. So we get other fields get unlocked. We can also see that the brand gets auto filled. That was the requirement from the point 6. Also the company overview would get filled, but in this case of this user it is empty, so it doesn't get, but this one does. Also we can see the preview that the stuff that it's filled gets a nice orange color. So I'm just gonna open up a console here so that I can see an ID of new created record. Oh, sorry, that's not it. This is it. And if you check this, we can see that this should be our created record. Hopefully, yeah, this is new record. We also got an image set ID, which is here. And if we check this image set ID, we also see that the name is in the form specified in the requirements. So it was specified that it should be something like it's here, yeah. It should be like where test dot double quotes product test type double quotes dot value. So this is this. It's where test dot double quotes and the title and double quotes and dot value. So this is it, and so this is it for the third and fourth requirement. So on the fifth requirement, every other input field does the update on object. So this also works. So let's say this is product test. I'm just gonna close the console down now. You can also see this got orange as we type overview, and I just click away. And if we refresh this, yeah, we get it. It's somewhere in here. Yeah, this is product test overview, and it works for everything. Let's just put some values in here. We also have drop down here and drop down here. Also, this drop down, as soon as we click away, it works. We can also change brand if you want or something, and these values get updated. For example, if you wanna let's say this is our expectations. We can see this is getting updated here. So let's just go to the next page, and if we check, this is getting updated on each focus out, so or blur as it's called. We have some dates here. Let's just type some dates in here. And we can see that the date is shown here. Let's just put different dates here. We can see that we have dates here, so we can also have cash and some compensation. And if we now look at the API, we see this is everything. It's inside the dates, the names, the cash compensation, the product compensation, activity from the drop down, and everything. It is in here. So I think this is it for the 4th, 5th, and 6th. And now let's go to the 7 and 8. Okay, we can also show the 10 because this is just an empty image folder. I just put some empty image tags here which will be updated. I didn't put much attention to this, and I just bind this button when we go to the third current section. We don't have any section, so we just start from the start, we clear everything and we just start from the, let's say, step 1. Okay, so if we want to manage current tests, we see that this refreshes as we come in. We can see this is draft. We can also activate it. So this is our new record. So yeah, also this everything here works. I use the table from another challenge. I think it was 2361. So I use the functionality out of there. So let's just see if we want to edit this one. We get the edit and we can see what is filled in here and what the preview looks like. And we can of course edit any field. So let's say, I don't know, let's just update the title because that will be most visible. And when we click away, this of course gets updated, and if you see, we get refresh here, so this works. We can also, let's say, activate. This also does the thing we activated the previous challenge var, so we can see status active here, so this also works. So yeah, basically this is it for the 9 and for 7 and 8 requirement. Basically on each challenge that we press and edit, we get to the step 1, and we see, and we are starting, we are getting editing values for that challenge. Okay, so I'm gonna go a little quicker now because I've been talking for a long time now. Okay, so let's just ignore the drop down section, put the placeholders. I tried to resemble the images as much as I could. I'm not that good with the CSS and Bootstrap, but I tried my best. It's definitely not perfect, but I think it's good enough for now because I think you said in the requirements that you'll address the style later anyways. So I just focused uh, on the functionality. So okay, create the controller core variable test. Let's just go into the code quickly now. Um, First, let me mention I put every change, literally every change in the README file. So this README file should be helpful. What I created is also two sections. This section is the basically the merging part with the challenge that shows the lists of challenges for that table. And what you should do for merging together, because I didn't merge these two controllers together because of course I didn't know if my previous submission will win or not, so I just left them apart. That made sense to me. And I made a simple service to share data between controllers. This would be of course removed later when these two will be merged, or not if this won't be merged. So basically everything happens here in the where test. I commented everything and it should be pretty clear. Just updating, creating image set, creating record. One interesting thing is I put a bunch of watches here for dates, and I'm updating dates when they change. So I'm basically applying a filter to them. Um, I did that because of styling, because otherwise they don't look nice in the input fields. Uh, but I don't think there's not much interesting going on in here that I should specially specify. Also, I added some directives in here. Sorry, directives in here, like and this is the service that shares the data, and in the terms of views I just added on the item view. You can see the list and the create contains all this bunch of input fields and stuff like that. I think this would be better if in the future this would be separated in each section has its own view. I also made the comments. For example, this would be for me, I would create this would be one partition, so I put this second page, and this up here is the first page, and that's the end of the first page. Okay, so I'm gonna run out of time in 1 minute of my free video capturing software. uh, so basically list it from the challenge 22361, and it is merged here. mm, so this is it. For anything more you can check also the readme file, but I think this is it for this challenge here.